Is this working? I think it is. I can't tell. Hello everybody. Man, I've got my camera set up. That's for tomorrow. Because tomorrow we're filming Red Store Capita for the first time. Now, of course, we're starting with the climax of the film because that's the part we need the most. We are going in terms of importance, not the chronological order. Because, I mean, you kind of have to when your actor is not free for all of winter break, which was not something I anticipated. Anyway, I wanted to come here again, something I haven't done in a while, and I don't think I've ever done this. No, that's a lie. I have ranted to my cameras before, but I haven't published a rant before. But I thought this was important because I think I have something to say for once. It's about community and art. I think as I've progressed as a person, I've discovered that I'm a lot less extroverted than I thought I was. I mean, I was always socially awkward and, bad at talking to people, all that, but I thought I was, I was a butterfly because I enjoy being around people and all that. I realized as I grow up, it's not everybody I enjoy being around. In fact, a lot of people I actually don't like being around. It's the people that I'm close with, that I'm friends with, that I like being around. And I realized, oh, and of course I've been taking more tests. It's funny, I went from an ENFP to an INFJ, that's the one. Yeah, I mean, I know that's kind of a very small statistic, but I feel like it's something I just mentioned because, yeah, I've just always valued smaller groups of people, just individuals that I trust. I've never been good in group settings. I've always found myself to be quite awkward and quite I'm just like I'm leeching off of other people's jokes. I'm making my own shitty jokes that no one laughs at because I'm not as funny as I think I am. But I find this is an issue when you're a filmmaker because see, when you make a film, right, you usually have like a set group of people that you make it with, like a group of sorts. And me being an introvert doesn't really work with that because the few friends I do have that do film are similar to me as they have their own, vision and their own team, and they're wonderful people. They're amazing people actually. But they have their group. I don't really. I mean, in terms of Red Story Capita, I initially planned it to be this, high production, a lot of good shots type of movie, and it's slowly transitioning into a Safdie brothers like run and gun. I say only having watched Good Time. I'm not a real Safdie fan, but I'm that whole run and gun that's what I'm talking about. With our good old Canon C80. I should have gotten a zoom lens. I got some nice primes though, so that'll be fun. But that's the thing is, I had a crew I assembled, and eventually it is my fault. I just got busy and I didn't have time to make call sheets and schedules, and I was self-producing, I'm self-directing, I'm storyboarding, and I just didn't have time because I had other film projects, other school projects, and also it's that time of the year when I just don't have the motivation to do anything anymore, and I kind of didn't know what to do, and now I'm filming tomorrow, and that's scary. And it just made me realize, I mean, I've always had issue with friends and groups. I've already mentioned this, but I've had that problem forever. I don't think I've had a consistent, solid friend group that lasted more than a couple months. I mean, the longest one I had, I didn't really feel that good in because I was like, I don't feel like I belong here. And I don't think I've ever felt like I belonged in a group more than, I guess, film. But then even then, that film group just doesn't feel right. And I've realized that I don't really fit within a specific type of group. I'm too much of all the above. I mean, there's the chronically online side of the whole gaming thing. There's the whole like neurodivergent side, which I guess is part of being chronically online. But there's that, and then there's the film side, and then there's like the traditional like upbringing of like being like a straight guy initially, and then trying to like expand into like understanding things and film being this whole passion of mine. It's a weird jumble of a personality, and it's all coalesces into the fact that I don't really fit in at all. And you see, I used to say that doesn't bother me, and it doesn't bother me as much as I think you'd think it would, but it doesn't change the fact that it still bothers me. Like it still bothers me a bit because there will be days, right, where I just don't want to be so film oriented. And I mean, it's better now because I have individuals that I can hang out with. Shout out my Tumblr sexy man, dude. But I'm saying that because we talked about it once, not because they're a Tumblr sexy man. I want to clarify that. But yeah, I mean, it's never been a group though. I've never just had a group that fits. I mean, all the people I'm friends with have been friends with other people for longer, and I try to be good friends with people, but I don't think I'm the best friend to anyone really. Well, no, that's a lie. I am a best friend to a few people, one person or two, maybe at most. And that's okay. It's not like it's more than valuable as having a deep friendship in the first place and having a friendship you can be vulnerable in. But I don't have a group. And I don't think I'll have a group because at the end of the day, the group I was going to have anyway was just a bunch of people from a bunch of different schools. After this, we'd probably just part ways again. And I don't know. And here I am, back in the same place I was when I made Wolf Life and Sun Bears, where I have my actors, but it's really it's just me making it. And that's a bit crushing, you know. Like 2 years learning camera equipment, learning stuff, making connections, all that, just to be back at square one. I mean, what are you supposed to do then? Like, do you keep going? It's not that it's hard to keep going. I could keep going. I mean, I've always pushed myself to regardless. But, I don't know. Sometimes you don't know what to do because you remember when you're by yourself, you're still kind of alone. And you're still just as isolated as you were just a couple months ago or a couple years ago. Because you don't reach out to people and you're bad at texting, and despite all the new friends you have, it doesn't change the fact that every day you go home and your only company you have is yourself. And you just have to deal with that. It's strange. A couple days ago, in fact, just maybe yesterday, I was speaking with much passion for the arts. I was speaking with much love. It's true, I did feel invigorated by many arts, whether it's choir or it's musical theater or anything really, music, film, sorry, just traditional art in general. It's fascinating to me. It's something I think is so deeply amazing. Like, I am currently taking both film and graphic design recently, and I'm having a lot of fun in graphic design. I've been working away. I mean, it's good fun. And I love theater. I would love to join theater. I feel like I've been born to be a theater kid, but never joined it. I mean, I fit like 2/3 of the criterion already. So it's like, hey, I mean, I can't sing, but I can act, and I'm queer, so, hey, well, put me in, coach. But, it's just, maybe I'll find my community there. Maybe. I don't know. I didn't find it with film. I'll just be honest. I have found beautiful friends in film. Probably the best friends I'll ever have in my whole life, truth be told. But not that community. It doesn't. The people there are not bad people. I am just a very strange person. And everyone there has known each other for a while. Everyone there hangs out or has deep friendships. I am just the strange, weird creature that just crawled in and has managed to leech on to everyone else. I know that sounds pretty bad. It is pretty bad. Maybe I'm being mean to myself because I don't feel good about myself, and I don't feel good about my position in this because, well, deep down I want to be friends, and I just want to have a place where I can feel like I am me and I am authentic. Maybe that's why I have this channel, even though I don't post on it anymore. Good God, but I mean, my hair's gotten longer since the last one. Like, Jesus, you look at this. I gave myself like a pseudo like wolf cut, and now it's just grown into a fucking mess. But I mean, I guess that's why we have an online community. It's really just for the people that want to listen. Sometimes these videos get more views, and I don't understand why. Like, I don't find myself a very interesting personality. well, I'm not saying I'm boring, but I don't have like anything that would be necessarily a standout. Like I can talk to you, yeah, but I talk like every other person, really. I've kind of amalgamized into the average like dialect, really. And yet sometimes I get more views than the friends I know, and I'm like, well, that means they clicked on the video wondering what I had to say, and I'm like, did I really say anything important that would justify more than 10 views? Apparently I did. And that's strange, but that's also quite nice because it means, well, there's 55 people in this world that, well, probably are here to watch my movies, not to hear me rant. So, I mean, this is probably going to do like shit numbers, but I don't care. I need a rant sometimes, you know? It's important to me. I think it's important because I see, there's the whole like YouTubers doing rants and stuff. But sometimes, I mean, I'm a therapist. I do, but sometimes you just have to let things out and just put it here, just for the world to see. Maybe I'll get enlisted soon. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just keep this on and you can listen to me talk for 11 minutes. 11. Make a wish. But, yeah, I guess that's the majority of what I have to say. If I could describe how I feel right now, it'd probably just be, I'm not even nervous anymore. I'm just like kind of empty, a little lost. I'm not in the best mental health right now, but that's to be expected. It's what, December? It's like the finals era. It's always going to be, I'm going to be mentally unwell, but today was definitely not the best. Yeah. I don't know. I'm a bit of a mess, really. But, that's for me to know, I guess. Maybe unless I want to make another rant, but I think this is a good place to end off on what I wanted to talk about initially. I didn't know I could talk for more than 10 minutes on my own without stuttering or, having dead space, but here I am. 12 minutes of me looking at the camera and talking about how I feel. It's been a good talk. I'll see you later.